This might surprise you. This might shock you. You might consider this a tad late. But the Democrats or Demoncrats are absolutely petrified, terrified of what Joe Biden will do in 2024 because now they have a problem. And follow this. For the longest time, they just figured we'll just move about, nothing really to worry about. It's Joe Biden. Nobody cares. We do what we want. Joe, Hunter, the Biden crime family, doesn't matter to us. The American people will just have to take it. Same thing goes for Democrats. If you don't like it, fine. You pick somebody else, but you're not because we run the show. Actually, the shadow government runs the show, but that's beside the point. But then some things happen. Joe Biden starts to crater. I mean, he is falling. He is free falling. He is absolutely. This is a controlled demolition. It is seismic. I mean, whatever he did before, whatever indicia of decrepitude and senescence that he exhibited before, is nothing like now. I mean, he's going down hard and fast, and it's sad. It's sad. I don't mean to mock anybody who's going through that, but you know it to be true. Look, anybody who wants to be my president has to know where they are. I'm kind of old-fashioned. That's it. If you don't know where you are, you're not my president. And you will be replaced. And they realize this. So they always had, they had Gavin Newsom in the background. He is going to be the next president because there's no way that the folks in charge of the system are going to let a Republican ruin what they've done so far. But we'll talk about that later. That's for a different subject. So Gavin was there, and Gavin can do his thing and, destroy California at breakneck speed. And then comes this guy named Bobby Kennedy Jr. And everything changes. Everything. And it is so exciting. It's delicious. Let's talk about that. But first, let me ask you to like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell so you're notified of live streams and new videos. And also, I want you please to patronize and to frequent our wonderful sponsor at mypillow.com. If you use promo code Lionel, you receive a free gift. That's right, a gift that's free, which is what I thought a gift was, but it's a tad tautological, but so what? Everything you can imagine, all of the kit, all of the accoutrement that you need to luxuriate is there, from slippers to bedspreads to duvets to covers to you name it. So, my friends, it's mypillow.com or mypillow.com/Lionel or promo code Lionel. Go there, look and see what you can get, what you can avail yourself of, what you can purchase, and you will thank me for it time after time. Now, let's explain something here. First, absent somebody just throwing the election, which we are sworn to never suggest again. Nobody wants to be an election denier. God forbid. We do not want that in any way. Do you understand? We do not want that. But in the meantime, they realize a couple of things here. Joe Biden is an autopen. Joe Biden is a Manchurian candidate like you can't believe. Joe Biden is on a level. He's on a level of incapacity that nobody has ever seen before. Nobody can understand. Nobody can even grasp in terms of what he has done and what he can't do. And what Carmelita Harris, his running mate or assistant, her ineptitude is off the charts as well. So put them together. And you have this nothing, animatronics, this sock puppet, vapid, void, vacant, nothing. This simulacrum of humanity, this dim box, this factotum, this amanuensis for the shadow government. Just sign this, Joe. Okay. Stand here, Joe. Okay. Dr. Joe, keep an eye on him. And when Joe has to speak, little Adderall, a little B12, hey, I'm good for an hour. And then, you know that story. Well, everything was groovy. And then enter Bobby Kennedy Jr. Now, listen to this. And if you're watching me, you understand what I'm about to tell you. Bobby Kennedy Jr. knows exactly what happened to his father and to his uncle and to his family, and how people that had the worst of intentions destroyed what was his family, his brothers and sisters and cousins, the trauma that was forever a part of those instances. Your family not dying tragically, not dying in a car accident, but assassinated on TV, prime time. It's he's had to live with it. And Bobby has always been the outlier. Never went along with the usual suspects. The other Kennedy brothers and sisters, oh, they played along. No questions asked. They're kind of like the Prince William. You ever notice how William never talks about anything? Why do you think Harry's so screwed up? Why do you think Harry's the way he is? Well, aside from being perhaps maybe genetically compromised by virtue of not following in the Persterpes line of consanguinity, and I'll leave it at that. In addition to that, what we're seeing is something even more important. We're seeing somebody who might be saying, you know what, I'm going to get these people back. Revenge is indeed a dish best served cold. Revenge is a wonderful dish. Yes, this is a wonderful thing. That's what I'm going to do. Yes, I'm going to do this. And I want to get them back. I want to show them. Because you think it was the Republicans who did this to him? Do you think the Republicans did this to his family? The deep state, the shadow government, the dark and unseemly, I should say, shadows of the conspiracy set, the conspiratorium of the world, this weird clerisy, they don't really have political ideations, but they do know a ruthlessness. And imagine two things. One, Bobby Kennedy destroys Gavin Newsom and wins. That could, because it's going to be Gavin Newsom as the nominee. Imagine them in a debate. Oh, dear God. Because Bobby Kennedy just knows how to be Bobby Kennedy. He's not into this act. Gavin Newsom is in an act. He's playing a role. He's playing a TV character. He's not, there is no Gavin Newsom. There is no. Bobby Kennedy is legit. Oh, he has some tendencies. He has some thoughts that are prototypical left. I'll live with that. That's why I'm writing him in, by the way. No matter what, I'm writing him in because that would cause the biggest cacophony, the biggest maelstrom of horror to the system that you can imagine. But I digress. But you know what would be the ultimate, and I think you know what that means. What if Bobby Kennedy, think about this. What if Bobby Kennedy were to decide to go third party? What if his folks, what if the people who run the show decide that they are not going to let him compete? So he says, okay, I'm going to go third party. That would hand 2024 to the Republicans, perhaps most likely DeSantis. Think about that. Bobby Kennedy would have waited a long time for that. Bobby Kennedy would have stuck it to the people, that stuck it to his family, and stuck it to the citizens of this country who believed in something, because they took Bobby Kennedy and John F. Kennedy. Those were dreams. Those were ambitions. Those were visions. And they're from an era where the bad guys were real bad guys, real black hat bad guys. Nothing like we've seen today. Think about what I've said. Let that ruminate. Let that just spin. The Democrats are so busy on Trump. They're forgetting to run the election. They're forgetting about the election because they're so used to everything being given to them. But they don't have to worry. They've got to worry now. And it came from one of their own, one of their own. God bless Bobby Kennedy Jr. He is transformational and transcendental. Thank you, dear friend. Thank you for letting me into your head, into your ears. Please like this video. I mean that. Please subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you know what we're doing. Hit that little bell so you'll be notified of live streams and the like. And please frequent our sponsor, our dear friends at mypillow.com. Don't forget promo code Lionel. Support us, support them. Now have a great and glorious day. So comment as you see fit.